Welcome to all. Myself Shanti, working as assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, Builders Engineering College. Our subject is Engineering Mechanics. Code is ME3351. Okay, we have in 5 minutes. The first unit is the static of particles. Then the second unit is equilibrium of rigid bodies. And the third unit is distributed forces. And then the fourth unit is friction. And the fifth unit is dynamics of particles. Okay. Okay. In the first unit, what we are going to see means fundamental concept and principles, then system of units, then method of problems and solution, then static of particles, resolution of forces, then vectors, scalars, then unit vectors, then equilibrium of a particle, then laws of mechanics. There is Newton first law, second law, third law, then parallelogram law, then Lami's theorem, then Newton's law of gravitation. So these are available in laws of mechanics. Then final one is equilibrium of particles in space. Then second unit, equilibrium of rigid bodies. Here we are going to see principle of transmissibility, then equivalent forces, then vector product of 2 vectors and 3 vectors, then rectangular component of moment of forces, that's a scalar product of 2 vectors, then mixed triple product of 3 vectors, then equivalent couples, then addition of couples, then resolution of forces of a system of forces. Actually we are already going to see the first unit, so that's the same is coming to in second units. Okay. Then third, distributed forces. Here the center of gravity, then moment of forces, moment of inertia. These are we are going to study in distributed force system, and also we are also going to the both 2 and 3 dimensional. Then free body diagram is one important one here going to see. Then fourth unit, friction. So in fourth unit, the laws of dry friction, coefficient of friction, then angle of friction, then wedge friction, wheel friction, then rolling resistance, ladder friction. So these kind of frictions we are going to see in next classes. Then the fifth unit is dynamic of particles. Here as the same unit first as going to be like this. Kinematic, then rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion of a particle, then kinetics, then Newton's second law of motion. This also we are already going to see the first unit. Okay. Then equation of motion, then dynamics of equilibrium, energy and momentum method, then work for a force, then kinetic energy of a particle, principle of work energy, then principle of impulse and momentum impact of bodies. So in this engineering mechanics, 5 units are only one and one combined only. Okay. So based on first unit we are going to see in second unit, then third unit, fourth unit, fifth unit. So total we are going to complete like this. In first unit, first of all, engineering mechanics is divided into 2. That is static and dynamic, and also already it has divided as a 2. That is static of solid, then static of fluid. So in this we are going to see in engineering mechanics statics of solid. So solid is nothing, we are going to consider as a building core like this. Okay. In fluids we are going to see the water, then air waves like that. Okay. In